All right. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for your patience in getting started. We are going to, hi Gail. We're going to go ahead and get started now. Um, just come onto your feet. I had a wonderful time away, respite, did lots of yoga, so I'm here. Yeah, definitely so. Yoga on the beach and the sunrise and the sunset is a beautiful thing. So I'm feeling those sunny vibes right now. So I'm hoping to bring that to you guys. Okay? That was fun. Yes, very much so. So come to standing if you're not already standing, and just kind of rock back and forth on your toes. As always, you want to get centered. Just kind of feel into your body. Notice anything at all, maybe a little tension, maybe some particular areas might be tight. So this is your opportunity just to kind of move in your own way. Be sure to bring your shoulders and your neck and head into the mix. So it's about really becoming present and fully aware of your own body, right? Increasingly, as I continue to practice and learn and study, this practice is really about how you are aware in your own body. You can follow me all day, but you got to notice what's happening in your body. So roll your shoulders back, take your arms out, kind of soften your knees, bend back and forth, rotate your head and neck, maybe shifting hips side to side. Any and all things are great. Squeezing your fingers and stretching them out, closing your hands, lifting your toes, coming onto the heels, right? So from head to toe, we just kind of take a little inventory, right? A body inventory or a body scan, and we do that physically through movement, right? And whatever you're doing, so one or two more movements, and then come to a stationary position and just bring your hands right parallel, right to the waist. So you notice my elbows are hugging into my waist, my fingers are just outstretched. And just draw your elbows back as much as you can. Lift your chest and your heart forward. Lift your head up. Inhale. Right? So squeezing those shoulder blades as you squeeze your elbows back. And then as you come forward like you're reaching or giving or stretching out or offering, right? Drop your chin, stretch your arms out. So we're going to go back and forth this way. Inhale, bring it back, slide it very close to the body, lift up, keeping those fingers outstretched. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, draw your arms back, slide them alongside the body, squeezing the elbows again towards the midline, towards the spine. Inhale, exhale, drop it back, chin drops. Two more like that. Inhale, lift, squeeze those elbows, spread those fingers. Exhaling, round and tuck. Bringing the arms forward, really stretching the arms and the hands out. And one more time, bring it back. Inhale. And exhale and round. As you come back this time, bring your hands all the way up, right? So your palms will face behind you. Exhale, turn and around. So we're just going to make big circles with the arms. Inhale all the way up. Bringing the arms up so that it becomes very expressive here. Yes, stretch it out. Beautiful. Inhale. Closing mouth as you inhale. Exhale. Keeping lips sealed as you exhale. Drop it down. Inhale. Lift your head, right? So as you lift your arms, lift your head. Exhale. Drop your chin as you drop your arms. Inhale. Bring it up. Exhale. Bring it around. Two more. Inhale. Lift it up. Exhale. Drop the chin. One more. Inhale. Bring it up. And exhale. Drop the chin. Beautiful. Stepping feet even closer together. If you can squeeze your legs in, right? Zipping in your inner thigh. So really closing the legs. So if I were to bring, or you were to bring your finger down between your leg, hopefully all the space from the thigh, from the groin area all the way down to the ankles, seal it up as best you can. Yes, really squeeze it in. It even asks you to squeeze in your glutes, right? So hug your glutes in, hug everything in. You can see it's like a zipper. If you have like a mermaid zipper, think of it that way, all the way up, right? So right here, inhale those arms up. Exhale, keep your arms up if you can, right? As you bend your knees into your chair pose. So first chair, inhale, look up towards your hands, and you can open your arms as wide as you need to, right? If you need to open up a little wide, feel free. Keep your arms straight if you can. Remember the zipper, so don't let your knees separate. Hug those knees in. Chair pose. Keep your torso lifted. Beautiful. Exhale as you unbend the knees, straighten the legs, and start to fold forward. We'll take our first forward fold. Bring your hands down. Head down. Top of the head faces the floor. Hands down. Knees softly bent, protecting the low back. Inhale, pick the arms all the way up. We're coming back up. We're going to find that chair pose again, right? Inhale, exhale, sit into your chair. Look up, right? Sit low. Keep the back so your heels down on the floor. Beautiful. Your heels may want to come up. As you tend to drop a little lower, the heels get a little lighter. Press back into your heels. Keep the legs zipped inside. Exhale, fall forward, fall over. Right, we'll take 3 chairs. Tuck your chin in. Top of the head faces the floor. This time a little bit lower. Pick those arms up. Inhale, last chair. Exhale, sit into your chair. Take your gaze up. Take your bottom low. Keep your heels down. Shift your weight back into your heels. Exhale, fall forward. So we drop the hands, drop the head, straighten the legs. Let your head, be sure you're not holding in your neck. So tuck your chin right into your chest. Top of the head faces the floor. Shaking your head yes and no ensures that you're not holding in your neck. So shake your head. Take your right hand directly in between your feet, right in the center of the big toes. Inhale, lift the left arm up, so find a twist. Left arm up. Inhale and exhale. Drop the left hand, lift the right hand up. We'll come in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale, drop the hand down. Right, drop your bottom down right here. Bottom drops, arms lift. Extend your arms straight out. Let your bottom get nice and low. So let your bottom, if you can, get right down by your knees. So if you drew a line from your knees to your hips, hopefully it's a straight line, right? So it really does stress your quads, your knees. If you do have knee issues, your hips will likely be a little bit higher, right? But to the degree that you can drop down, look down at the mat or your toes, extend your arms out, inhale and exhale. Inhale all the way up, pick it all the way up like you're picking up a ball, right? We'll lean out over to the right side first, so stretch it out, right? So this is a crescent moon, sorry. So you can, for your hands, you can take one hand on top of the other and stretch it all the way out. So in this case, my left hand is on top of my right hand as I reach to the right. Notice that both of my arms are as straight as I can get them. My right ear is resting on my right bicep. Beautiful side stretch. Inhale, come up. Let's take the right arm now, rest it on top of the left, stretch out over to the left side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and come up. Let's switch the hands again, left on top of right. Let's arch back this time. Take it back. So arch back. So this is your upward salute. And as you come forward, let's bring those hands to prayer, resting thumbs right at the heart center. Right, standing at attention, Samasti Tahi. Just for a moment, just resetting the breath. Eyes perhaps closed or gaze low, considering our intention for practice today. Consider your intention. Why are you here? Right? Your intention can be anything at all. It could be maybe for stress relief, right? Patience, kindness, love, calm. Just take that intention, that seed planted deep into your heart. And as you move through the practice, that is what will keep your attention and your focus. Inhale, your intention, lift your arms up, maintains your attention. Arch back, Exhale, we're gonna fall forward, back to that forward fold or that swan dive. Drop it down. Take your right hand to your left elbow and your left hand to your right elbow. Right, so sway your torso side to side. Sway your torso side to side. Keep your arms crossed here and start to unfold and lift yourself all the way up. So at this point now, arms over the head, nice and crossed. Keep those elbows up over the head. See your arms, drop your arms back down. Gail, cross your hands to each elbow. One hand on each, yes, right? Draw the elbows back. At this point, you can separate your feet slightly, just for balance purposes. So separate your feet now. Be sure you're in a firm setting here. So as if the sun were just basking over your face, feeling the warmth of the sun. Inhale, arch back. Exhale, we're going to drop that left elbow down to the right. So we're going to make some circles here. Drop right, come all the way back up and over left. All the way back up and over. So we're drawing circles to the right. 3 to the right, 3 to the left. Drop down, come up. One more time, inhale, exhale, drop down, come up. And then we will go in the other direction. So drop the right hand down, right elbow, and come all the way up and over. So as if you had a pencil on your elbow, yes. Try to keep those arms right up over your head, over the top of the head. So just 3 in each direction. And one more time, back up. Beautiful job. Inhale, come up. Drop your arms down. Roll your right shoulder back. So we just isolate just the right shoulder, right? Right shoulder goes back. Come on up, Latifa. Join us in the right shoulder circle. Yes. Take it forward, just the right shoulder. And then the left shoulder now. Let's isolate. Left shoulder, rolling back. Inhale and exhale, and then bring that left shoulder forward. Left shoulder forward. Beautiful. Now, if you're not already, I'd love for you to come to the front edge of your mat. So the mat should be in a vertical position. Your feet should be towards the front edge of your mat, right? Inhale, come up, right? Exhale as you fall forward. We're going to keep the right foot in place, bend the knee, and step back long with the left foot. Long with the left foot, right? And I'm going to tilt down just a little so you can see me. Lower that left knee down, right? So lower that left knee down. Left knee is down now, right knee in the front, okay? So please check in with your leg. Make sure that your knee is not going forward towards your toes. Look at your foot. Slide your foot out a little bit more so that your knee is stacked right over the ankle, right here. So just a low lunge. So I want you to drop down on that left knee. Gail, you should be able to lift up. The left knee should be down. If you do need some padding for your knee, you can put a towel or blanket or something down if it bothers you to be on your knee. And you can also roll up your mat for extra padding. So if you can lift up and take your right elbow onto your right thigh, right? So your torso should be upright. You should be lifting up. I should be able to see your beautiful face, Gail. That right foot is down. Right foot down, left knee down. Does that make sense? Right foot down, left knee down. Right? Look forward. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bend your elbows, scoop it around. All the way up. So we're picking up that energy. Same thing like we did in our forward fold. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, drop the elbows back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, drop it back. One more. Inhale, this time as you drop it back, take your hands behind your back, interlace your hands. Draw yourself back. Open your shoulders. Yes, beautiful, Latifa. Draw your hands down. Press into that front leg, so that you really are opening up that back left hip, right? Yes. Left quad, left hip, nice and open. Inhale, exhale. Relax the hands. Bring your hands to the inside of the right foot. Let's pivot around. Pivot around. So we're going to drop the right knee and pick up the left foot. So we're just going to do the same thing on the opposite side, okay? So this time the left foot is the leader. the right knee is down. The right, the right foot is down. I'm going to put something under my right knee, right? Just because it just feels better for my knee. Right now, I also want to help you to be mindful. You don't want your left knee back behind the ankle, and you don't want it forward in front of the ankle. You want it right on top, right? So that right knee, you're not on top of the right kneecap, right? You're just in front of the right kneecap, and that helps to open up that right quadricep. Inhale, look forward, pick your arms up. Exhale, draw it around, just like you're scooping up soil or sand or whatever you can imagine, right? I like to think of sand. Scooping the sand. Exhale, let it go. Bring it around. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. One more time, and then drop the hands behind the back, right? Hands behind the back here. Draw your hands down. Look up. Really sink into that left hip. Let it drop as much as you can. Open up your head. Lift your head to the ceiling. Open your heart. Lift your head to the ceiling. Really sink, really breathe. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll release that. We'll bring the hands to the inside. We'll bring the left knee down. So now we're onto all fours. We're onto all fours, hands and knees. So easy cat-cow, just manipulating the spine. Inhale, hips press back. Head lifts. Exhale, round and tuck. Tuck your chin. Inhale, cow. Hips press back. Exhale, round and cat. Tuck those toes this time, right? Really press into the toes. Rounding out across the upper back. One more. Inhale, relax the toes. Exhale, tuck the toes and press them down. Really press through your hands. Keeping your right hand in place, right? Your left knee down. So it's opposite hand, opposite knee. We're going to lift the right leg, extend out the left arm, right? You see my leg lifted there, toes pointing down. Look toward the mat. Be mindful not to soften in your elbow, rather lift up, draw up through that arm, right? So you're not pressing down into your wrist. Rotate your foot at the ankle. So balancing out the spine. This helps to strengthen your spine. This is called bird dog, right? Rotate the foot at the ankle. Bring the left hand down. Bring the right knee down. Press through the left hand, right? You can also tuck that right foot. That does offer a little more balance. Tuck the toes. Lift the arm. Right arm, left leg. Rotate at the ankle. Rotate that foot. One more time each side. Bring the right hand down, left knee down. Let's lift the right leg, lift the left arm. Rotate the foot at the ankle. Hand down, switch sides. Left leg lifts. Right arm lifts. Find your balance. Tuck the toe if you need to. Right? It may be different from one side to the other. Rotate at the ankle. Beautiful job. Remember to draw the energy up through your arm. Lift the leg. Bring that right hand down, left knee down. Bring your knees out nice and wide. Press your hips back. Find your way to a child's pose. Drop your head down as best you can. Sometimes the head drops all the way. Sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends on what's happening in your back, your hips. Because child's pose really does stretch you out. Full body, right? Especially, particularly in your back. Drop your head. Drop your hips. Deepen your breath. Notice how your ribs expand as you close your mouth and breathe deeply. The breath fills up and the ribs literally press against the side body. So just feel that. Just let those hips sink. Really just enjoy the reset right here. Remember your intention for your practice. As you inhale and come up, Take your forearms down. So right here now, your elbows rest down onto the mat. Your elbows rest down onto the mat. Stretch your body out long. Stretch your body out long. So your legs now are flat. Your pelvis is down, right? You're all the way flat. Forearms resting, right? Hands flat. Shift your hips side to side. Look right down at your thumbs. Inhale and exhale. Tuck your chin in. Inhale, lift your head up. Right? This is a great place to do our neck and head rolls. Right? So drop chin in. Inhale, lift it up. Let's take the right ear over and around. We're just going to rotate the head around so that we loosen up, again, that neck that we used holding up that head. That we're looking at the screens all day. Just really let your head rotate around. First to the right, then come back. Let's go over, rotating around, starting at the left and rotating all the way around. Inhale and exhale. So this is our Sphinx pose. Right? So we're going to keep bringing the head back now to center, pressing through the hands. Press through your hands and straighten out your arms. So really pressing through your heel, the heel of your hands. Straighten your arms. Drop your shoulders back. If you notice like your shoulders hunching, really press those shoulders back and find that extension. This is seal pose. So you may feel this in your low back, and that's totally okay. If you need to soften your elbows a little bit, it might be too much in the back, feel free to soften elbows to the degree that you can keep your arms extended and look up. Please do so. Take a look over to the left. Take a look over to the right. Beautiful job. Walk those hands back, just 1 or 2 hand lengths. We're going to start to pick the pelvis up, right? We're going to bring one leg forward. So we're going to bring just the right knee forward. And this is going to be our pigeon pose, okay? This is going to help open up these hips. Really going to get you deep into this right hip for the first one, okay? So as you bring your left leg up just to readjust, I want you to bring that right knee forward towards the right wrist, right? You may have to sit over to the side. That's also a way to adjust. So really you want to start out with getting the right calf parallel or as close to parallel to the front edge of the mat as possible. Once you get that done, you want to straighten out the left leg behind you. Can you see my left leg behind me? Bring your hands to the front, right? You will be sitting on top of that right hip, and you'll really feel it in the right hip. The more your heel is out and away, the more you open your hip. The more you bring your right heel back towards your groin area, right? It may give you some relief if your hips are really, really tight, right? So bring your hands right in front. This is pigeon pose. Really sit down in the center. Try not to sit over to the right because the tendency is to lean right. Right, Latifa? You feel that tendency? Right? I know, because that hip. Girl, come back to the center. Really extend. Ooh, hi, Gail. Right? So press those shoulders back and down. Look up. You really feel that in that right hip. Tell me yes. You feeling that?
I don't think I'm doing it right. I can't sit center.
Yeah, because the hip is really tight. So basically, you're going to use your hands, Latifa, to help lift you up a little bit, right? And then try to get that left leg back in center and then sink. Do you feel your right hip at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You feel that hip, Gail?
I do.
I can't tell if Lisa or Lynn, are you feeling it?
It.
Yes.
Good.
Beautiful. Okay, so let's just do that. Now, just for a little bit more, let's take the hands down, drop down onto the hip. Let the forearms rest down and drop the head down. Really drop in. And then start to lift the head up. Let's come on back. Let's leave the right foot right where it is. We're going to bring that left leg around and we're going to plant the left foot right in front, right? So we're going to come up for a seated twist before we go to the other side. So leave the right knee bent. Bring the left foot in front. Bring the right hand behind you, fingertips. I'm sorry, other way, guys, other way. Left hand behind you, right hand, right? Raise your right hand in the air, Latifa. Take it across the left leg to help the left leg from falling out. Now notice how that right hip wants to crop up, right? Yes, that's the tightness in the hip. Please turn towards your left, right? And this helps to open, right? It's all about opening up. So it's okay if you're a little tight. You notice it, that's the point, right? Just to notice it. The closer that left hand is to your spine, the more you will sit up. So bring your left hand as close to your spine as possible and look around to your left. Beautiful. Now come away from that. So now we're going to take it to the other side. So we're going to let the left knee drop out. We're going to bring the right leg now behind us. So we're just switching out the sides, okay? So right knee is going to come behind. Straighten out. Start to straighten out that right leg. Right now we're sitting into the left hip. And you notice the difference from one side to the other. Yes, I know. I'm right with you, Gail, I assure you. So remember what I told you. The closer your heel is to your quad or your groin area, your hip, the less strain it is on your knee, right? But also, it's important that you're not sitting off to the left. Come back to the center because you really want to open up that hip. Bring your arms down in front, forearms down. Notice the difference from the right to the left. Drop your head down as much as you can. Just breathe into the tight places, the tight spaces that you might be feeling. Soften and breathe. Place your hands nice and flat right in front of you. Draw your shoulders back. Look up. Right? So king pigeon. Really tip your fingers here if you can. In other words, lift your palms up. Press down through your fingertips. Draw your shoulders back. Arching back. So really opening up that left hip. One more breath. Drop your shoulders. Relax your face. Remember your intention. So now we start to come out. So lean slightly over to the left to bring that right leg around. Woo. Yes, feel that hip. So bringing that right foot now in front. Now this time, the right hand is going to come right directly close to the spine. Heel of the hand comes right up on the spine, right up at the tailbone. Left arm raises, comes to the outside of the right. Look around to your left. Sorry, to your right. We're looking to the right. This is the right side. So breathe. Come back and release. Let's take the left knee out. Let's straighten both legs out, right? Shifting hips side to side. So just give a little hip massage there. How your hips feeling? Good. Nice and open. All right, so straighten out those legs. Flex your toes back. Really press your calves down. Thinking of your quads pressing down. Shoulders back. Inhale, lift the hands up. Look up. So I want you to take your head back here, right? Take your head back as much as you can. So if you have sensitivity in the neck, please be mindful as you look up. Drop your shoulders back. Now we're going to start to lean back, right? So we're going to take that upper body and start to lean back, but try not to drop yourself all the way back. Hinge right at the bottom as if you're lifting like a ball or a baby or a package or something up above you, right? Barely let your shoulders touch and then slide your way back up with that package right up above you. Yes, come on back, Latifa, you got it. Yes, so move those hips forward a little. Lift up your package. Think of holding something that you just don't want to drop. You don't want to drop it, okay? Exhale, shoulders drop back. Lean back. Don't let the shoulders touch, right? Keep the legs down. Keep the package up. Draw yourself back up. Beautiful. Come on back, Latifa. Try to keep those heels down, okay? Working on that core. Beautiful. This is the last time. We are going to stay down here and be able to hug your knees into your chest, okay? So inhale and exhale. Remember your package. It's very fragile, right? Let the shoulders hover at the bottom. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. And then slowly let go. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. Rock side to side. Rock side to side. Great job. So now massage your low back, massage your upper back. Everything on the back should be down. Bring your feet down to the floor. Bring your arms up above your head. Can you guys still see me down on the floor? Tell me if you can still see me. So right here, your toes are facing forward, right? Please open up your right foot. It's literally off the mat, and let your left knee drop inward. Keep your right knee facing up toward the ceiling, hands overhead. Knee drops in. So again, continuing just that lovely opening on the hips. This time we're rotating in. So internally rotating, right? This outer hip, the knee drops in, right? So you can take the right hand or the left, whichever is easier for you to reach, right? And just gently press that left knee in. But again, we keep the right knee up in the air. Plant the right foot. So breathe. Breathe. Just let it sit. Feel and notice the sensation. We're going to gently pick up that left knee, right? And now we're going to bring the left foot down flat and drop the right knee in. Right knee drops in. Left foot stays up toward the ceiling. Breath is deep, feeling that opening. Even visualize the opening in the right hip here, right? Maybe you can see it in your mind's eye. Just relax into it. Notice if your shoulders are hiking up, try to keep your shoulders down. It also helps to bend your elbows, right? Bending the elbows will help keep the shoulders down. Inhale, bring that knee back up. One more time. Left knee comes down. Right foot stays planted, right knee stays up. And do notice the difference on the sides, right? Like it may feel a little easier on the right than the left, and that's very normal. Remember to keep your shoulders down, relax your face, right, to the degree that the knee will drop. If the knee only comes in slightly, so be it. Just be gentle, notice what you notice, and feel what you feel. Inhale, bring that left knee up. Let that right knee drop in. Keep the left foot planted firmly. So all 4 points of the feet. Try not to roll out on the pinky toe side. Plant the foot firmly. Let that right knee drop. All kinds of opening happening here. Inhale, bring that knee up. All right, so this time we're going to take the soles of the feet in, rest on the pinky toe side, and just let the knees point out. Bring both hands down, gently press along the inside of the legs or insides. Try not to arch in your back. In other words, press the back body back into the mat. Think of back body connecting from the head, the skull, down the back. Pressing. All right, pressing into, thank you, whoever that was. And you know what? That's okay. These types of things, I always say, represent the distractions, the everyday distractions of life. And it's a choice as to whether we focus on it, right? We can choose to allow it to upset us or focus on it. Or we can just choose to take a breath and let it go by. So these types of things are I think, great lessons for us. Right, so just allow yourself to relax. Inhale and exhale. Because as we all know, distractions happen all the time. Right, so this practice helps us to maintain our focus and our calm through the distractions of life. Let's close the knees up together. Bring those hands back. Plant your feet now. And let's drop both knees over to the right side first, right? Look over to the left. And you can take your time. You can stay here as long as you like, or when you're ready, I'd love for you to shift to the other side. Or if you feel like you need a little more time on the right side, stay there, right? So as you drop your knees to the left, you want to take a look to the right. Try to keep your knees together as you shift from one side to the other, right? And just pick it up and go side to side together. Go back to that zipper concept we had in the beginning. Zipping up the knees, keeping them together as you shift from one side to the other, because it helps to utilize your core as well. Inhale, pick up the knees, right? But it's gentle, gentle, gentle. Drop over to the opposite side. Beautiful. So we're going to pick those knees up last time, and then we're going to stretch out fully down the center, right? Bring your hands down to your side. Your knuckles can be resting down, or your palms can be resting down. Take your feet to each corner of the mat, right? Separate your legs here. Take your arms away from your body. So if your hands are crossing over your belly, I would love to invite you to just kind of let it go. See what it feels like to uncross. When we do things like this, it's typically habitual. Maybe it feels more comfortable, or in some ways it represents a protection, right? And so here in the practice, we want to encourage just being open, just allowing yourself to be, right? To be fully at rest in your body. To be still, right? In these last few moments, to find your way to stillness and acceptance of what is. Allowing all the great, wonderful energy that we created to come together with the quiet mind. And we create a sense of calm and peace within ourselves. So closing your eyes, resting your hands. We'll take the final few moments of our practice here. Now we'll start to offer some gentle movements to bring ourselves back. Wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, maybe even bending the forearms back and forth at the elbows. Rotating the hands at the wrists. Eyes still remain closed, right? Rotating the feet at the ankles. Just all these gentle ways that we can offer movement back to the body. Right? Squeezing the glutes one at a time. Stretching out the arms above the head. Stretch out nice and long, full body stretch. Inhale, tense all your muscles in. Ball your hands. Point your toes. Squeeze the muscles. Exhale, release and soften everything. Just let it go. Inhale, squeeze everything you can think of, including your face. Purse your lips, squeeze your eyes, ball your fists, squeeze your glutes, point your toes. Exhale, release. One more time, let's squeeze it all in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, release. Turning now as you draw your knees up, right? You plant your feet to shift your hips to the left, so you can now turn over to your right. As you pause onto the right side, maybe right ear resting on the right bicep, left hand plants right in front of your body, of your chest, right in the chest line, maybe it's in front of the belly, whatever feels most comfortable. Open hand plants down onto the floor, and use the hand to push into, to come back to your most comfortable seat. As you come around and return to your seat, noticing, right? Dropping head side to side, maybe chin to chest. Right, noticing how you feel in this moment. Shifting side to side, just moving the energy around gently. Maybe a spiral or two. Bringing hands to heart center, resting our thumbs gently at the heart center, right in the center of the chest, slightly to the left, right, where the heart resides. Head bowed, Gaze lower, eyes closed in gratitude for our practice today. Grateful to be with you all as always. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day until we meet again. Namaste. Yeah, Latifa.
I did not want to come out of that resting pool.
I know. That's the beauty of the practice.
Did you have a good vacation?
I had a wonderful vacation, Gail. Hold on for me 1 second. Let me just stop this.